T.Selva is an international speaker, columnist and author on Vasthu Sastra, Indian Feng Shui. Among T.Selva's achievements are: he is the first person outside India to talk extensively and write on Vasthu Sastra worldwide. He is the first disciple of the 7th generation of Vasthu Sastra master Yuvraj Sauma from Chennai, India. He is the first person in the world to provide Vasthu Sastra tips via SMS in Malaysia through the Star in Malaysia. He is also the first Malaysian to be invited to the prestigious Body, Mind and Soul Conference in London in 2004. He has authored 5 books and his best-selling book is titled Vasthu Sastra for Harmonious Living, Health, Wealth and World Peace. T.Selva was the first delegate at the 4th International Feng Shui Conference in Florida in 2001, and in October 2002, he gave a talk on Vastu for health at the Body, Mind and Soul Conference in Perth, Australia. Since 2003, he has given over 180 talks in London, Australia, United States, China, South Africa, India, Brunei, Singapore, and all over Malaysia. The amazing feat of T.Selva is all his talks worldwide are for free or for charity, because he believes in service to man is service to God. Selva has also been featured widely in the print media, radio, and television talk shows in Malaysia, London, Australia, and India, including the BBC in London. He holds a Master of Arts in Communication Management from the University of South Australia, and he can be contacted at tselvas@pd.jaring.my.
Welcome to this program on Vasthu Sastra. This particular program is basically produced by me, and this is exactly following overwhelming response from readers, viewers, and people who have attended my talk on Vasthu Sastra worldwide. And as I give my talks and people have come for my presentations, they've always come back with queries, thousands of emails, SMSs and calls, still trying to understand a clearer picture on Vasthu Sastra. And owing to that, I decided to put up a program for the benefit of every one of you. And in this particular segment of my program, I hope to enlighten you on how to create a home sweet home. This is what many people have been asking me. Also to reply to the many queries and doubts that you always have after listening to my talk or reading my writings or my books or my columns. And I felt that here I will be able to address. You can watch this event or program over and over to get a better picture of Vasthu Sastra. In short, Vasthu Sastra, if you don't understand what is Vastu, is Indian Feng Shui. It focuses on health, wealth, happiness and peace of mind. Ancient science is all about conscious living, living consciously with the environment that we occupy, whether it's your office or your house, which is very, very vital so that you enjoy peace. Peace is what I've been focusing on all over the world, trying to tell people that Vasthu Sastra is the answer for world peace. Hope you'll enjoy this particular program. And towards the end of this particular program of mine, I'm going to reveal some ancient secrets which you have not heard of before. In the end of the program, I'll be highlighting my email. Be free to write to me. If you have any doubts, any queries, I am more than happy to answer, to enlighten you, to ease your burden, and to help you. Thank you. What is the meaning of Vasthu Sastra? I know it's a mouthful for many people, but basically it's an ancient Indian science of dwelling or art of placement, flow of energy, or the space that we occupy, whether we live in the conscious with the space that we are encompassing in our lives. This is what Vasthu Sastra means. It's an ancient science that originated from India. It is over 5,000 years old and it can be practiced in modern times. But if I say Vasthu Sastra, some of you may not understand. But if I say Feng Shui, or I call it in my own words, Indian Feng Shui, you get more connected and understand what this science is all about. I'm talking the science of dwelling, which focuses on harmonious living for health, wealth, happiness, bliss, and most important of all is the peace of mind. This is what I've been propagating worldwide, telling and teaching people about this science of harmonious living. Again, what is it based on, that you may ask? It is based on how and where the weight, the water, the fire in your house should be placed. These things are very important elements in our daily lives. You cannot arrange your house based on your gut feelings. I know some of you who like to have arrangement of your master bedroom, your kitchen, your dining, toilet, your staircase, as you like, based on what your naked eye sees and you think is more comforting. But your arrangement can be very wrong. This is why the importance of Vastu, if you incorporate, so that you can get the placement of all these things in the right order. When is this science required? Vasthu Shastra. Ideally, it's required when you are designing your house, building your house, renovating your house, buying a house, leasing a house. But in many cases, I've found that many of us are not so fortunate to incorporate valuable knowledge of Vasthu Shastra at this early stage. So most of us live in ready-made homes. We buy first, we run into some kind of trouble, challenges in our lives, and then we look for alternatives. Well, if you are having challenges in your life in terms of marital, financial, health, no peace of mind, and many other problems, this is the best time you should incorporate Vasthu Shastra in your house. Why? Because you can actually see very instantly some ease to your challenges, to your problems, or even solutions to the various woes you have in your life. So if you're having such problems in your life, re-look at your house, reorganize, rearrange, realign your house, and I can assure you that many people all over the world have tried it and have seen profound changes in their lives. This is why I say the best time to observe Vasthu Shastra is when you are in trouble. Only then you can see the answers very quickly. Again, why is Vastu important? When living in any space, whether it's a house or office or any space, whether you're renting or you own a space, you must incorporate the science of dwelling, that is Vasthu Shastra, so that the energies that the space has and the energy that you emit from your body are in harmony. The moment the energy and the space is not in balance, not in harmony, not in alignment, that's when trouble comes into your life. A very frequently asked question by many people is how fast can Vasthu Shastra work? Ideally, I recommend people to follow Vasthu Shastra more than 50%. It can be very challenging to observe Vasthu Shastra because most of us buy or live in ready-made homes which are not designed as per Vasthu Shastra. But still, you can still incorporate the goodness of Vastu science by making changes in your house without renovations, without tearing down walls. This is what I'm propagating. So don't get the wrong picture or idea that in order to follow Vastu, you must bring down walls, rebuild your house. That's wrong. Just by rearranging your house, you can incorporate Vasthu Sastra more than 50%. I've seen in many homes all over the world, people can achieve Vastu science in their house up to 75 to even 85, 90%, which is good enough because you're already on the winning side. But if you want to incorporate Vastu up to more than 100% or 100%, then even before you choose the land, then you should incorporate this science by seeking consultation from an expert in Vastu. Yeah? Again, understanding Vastu got nothing to do with a religion or religious ritual or superstition. It's a fact of life, whether you believe it or not. It must incorporate in our daily lives for our health, wealth, happiness, and of course, peace of mind. Very important point that you need to understand about the holistic picture of Vastu, which is very scientific. This is what I've been explaining to people about. Where we live on Earth, the Earth is about 12,800 kilometers in diameter, and it has got energy lines covering north, south, east, west. Anything that revolves or happens on the Earth will affect anyone, any living creature on Earth. This is a very important point. If there is actually monsoon, storm, hurricane, whatever disaster that takes place on Earth will affect anyone who is in that vicinity. Again, another important point that you need to take note is about the macro picture which I gave you. Let's look at the micro picture, which is our individual house. When I say micro picture, which is the miniature Earth. The miniature Earth, when I'm talking about, is your house. The house that you live in, meaning the 2275, 2475 or 80, the measurement of the land or the plot. You need to be worried about what is taking place in that plot. Don't worry what is outside your fence. Be concerned about what is within your fence, within your house, within the enclosed space that you occupy. Because you need to know how the energy flows into your house. Energy enters into your house through the northeast corner, a very important component in our home. Sun rises in the east because of the tilt of the earth towards the northeast. Energy enters into the northeast and goes round in semicircles and settles in the southwest of the house. Okay, and this is the important point that you take note. And then Vastu is based on the 5 elements of ether, fire, water, earth and air. We call it the Panjabhutas. These are the 5 elements that need to be in harmony in your house. If any of these 5 elements are in balance, definitely it will affect your health, wealth and your overall well-being. This science is based on these 5 elements of ether, that is talking about space, air, fire, water and earth. And these 5 elements must be in abundance in our house all the time. And this is why we stress a lot of importance on Vastu science based on these 5 elements, simply because these 5 elements have interactive influence on our body with your 5 body senses. But before I move to your 5 body senses, you need to know in which part of our house water, fire, weight, air is governing our area in the space and where we occupy. Water is governed in the northeast of our house. If you are interested in having a swimming pool, a fountain, northeast is the correct location in your house for water. Doesn't mean you have a house you can put water as you like. That is incorrect. I know some people who live in south facing house and place water in front of the house, and this is inauspicious. Only a north facing house you'll have the front, where in the compound northeast, that's where you place your water. Next is fire. When I talk about fire, I'm referring to kitchen, the stove. Stove for a north facing house, the kitchen should be located in the southeast, and the stove must be placed in the southeast corner of your house, and when cooking, he or she should face east. This is the correct place for cooking in the southeast. After that, we look at the most important place in a house is the southwest, the master's corner in a house. In the southwest corner, this is where the master bedroom should be located, where a couple should sleep. And in this room, no one should sleep other than the couples, the husband and wife. And this should be the heaviest place in your house. If you can raise this particular room by about a few inches higher than the rest of the floor is also encouraged, but if you cannot, it doesn't matter. Yeah. After weight, we look at the air corner. The air corner in your house is the northwest. That's where it's governed. In the air corner, the best place suitable for your children. Yeah, children's bedroom is extremely recommended in the northwest corner. Other than children's bedroom, even a guest room. Okay, besides that, if your house is a south facing house, your kitchen must be located in the northwest. And when cooking, you should face north. Yeah, northwest, and you got to face north. And the center of your house, we call it the Brahmasthanam, which should be the weakest area in energy flow. And it should be open to sky, or you can have a courtyard, or it should be empty. Yeah? Just keep it free from any kind of weight in the center. See, when you know about these 5 elements, I told you about the 5 body senses in our body. That is touch, taste, sight, hearing and smell. So it's important that these 5 elements correspond to these 5 at all time, are in harmony, are in balance or in alignment. The moment there is imbalance between the body senses and the 5 elements, then you find challenges taking place in your house. So now I need to give you some tips for you to follow. Maybe you can follow immediately. Is how do you carry out activities that can correspond, can be in harmony with these 5 elements. Yeah, let's talk about the first element of ether. When you wake up in the morning, ether, I'm talking about space. Yeah, space. When you wake up in the morning, you need to harmonize ether. So what do you need to do is play soothing music. When I say soothing music, it can be even devotional songs. It can be particular piano music, saxophone, no rock music. Yeah, it can be Gayatri mantras. It can be Buddhist chants. It can be Sukrabadam. Any kind of all these kind of devotional songs are encouraged. Avoid disturbing sounds in your house. When I'm referring to is sometimes you go to some houses, you open their door, the front door is like entering a haunted house. There's squeaking sounds. These are very inauspicious. You need to oil these places, replace, repair. You have done so that you are in harmony and with ether. Next is the element of air, which is related to our body senses of feel. Again, when you wake up in the morning, what you need to do is have a shower, go down into your main door of your house, take a bunch of a few sticks of incense cones, it can be incense sticks. Stand in front of the house, close your eyes for a few seconds in meditative mode and walk around the entire house in a clockwise mode. Go into your living room, dining, kitchen, storeroom, toilet, bathroom, master bedroom, children's bedroom, guest room, the entire house. Pay particular attention to the corners of your house, meaning the wall, the angles and the tilts area, because this is where the negative energy gets stagnated. So you need to spend more time to ensure that the fragrance from this smoke that emits from these cones or incense can cleanse, can remove this stale energy or stagnated energy in these corners of your house. This is important. You need to do it at early morning at sunrise, and if you can at even. So strictly sunrise, the transition period at 12 noon and also at sunset. If you're unable to do twice, you're unable to do thrice, no problem, you can at least do once a day, because maybe due to your busy working schedule, you're unable to observe it all the 3 times. Next is related to fire. Here fire I'm referring to kitchen, where it should be the kitchen should be located always in Vasthu. But early morning when you wake up, I'm talking about to be in harmony with fire, walk outside your house, maybe early morning, and pay attention to the sunrise, meaning get connected to sunrise. Spend some few minutes looking at sunrise. Early morning sun contains vitamin D. It's good to get connected to sunrise in your bare naked eyes. By doing so, you have harmonized yourself with the element of fire. And the fourth element is water, very, very important in Vasthu Sastra, which is related to our sense organ of taste. Again, when you wake up in the morning, drink adequate amount of water. I'm not saying how many bottles, how many liters, how many gallons, but what is important, drink adequate amount so that you are in harmony with water. But in the context of Vastu, what is important here is the point that if there is a leak in your house, in your pipe, maybe the washer has given way, there is a leak, maybe a pipe has broken within your compound. The leak is small, but you may ignore it because it does not cost you a hefty bill monthly. But be sensitive, because in Vastu we say that when there is a leak in your house, in your pipe, your wealth is diminishing. Yeah, this is very inauspicious. So if you know of such problem in your house, straight away correct it by remedying it, replacing it, repairing it, call a plumber and fix the leak. Yeah, do not ignore such leaks. And finally is the element of earth, which is related to smell in Vastu. What I need to tell you is, when you wake up in the morning, how do you be in harmony with earth? We all live on earth, but I must say almost every one of us are not connected to earth directly. Why? We live on earth, meaning we live on cement floor, marble floor, parquet, carpet. We wear shoes, slippers, that's all. When did the last time you ever walk barefoot on earth? You'll be surprised I'm telling you this. A good exercise to do is early morning when you wake up, walk outside your house barefoot on the grass patch or lawn area of your house. Spend some time, 10 to 20 minutes, walk barefoot on the grass patch. Feel the earth energies. So you discharge your negative energy and energize your body with earth energies. And this is very, very important. If you can practice all these balancing exercise of the 5 elements which related to our 5 body senses, you are in total harmony with your conscious living, with your body and the environment that you occupy. You need to do this every day. You can't do it weekly, monthly or yearly. Energy flow is constant. You've got to be very conscious when you observe this Vastu science based on these Panjabhutas. Yeah? Another important element in Vastu Sastra is determining the direction of your house. This is important, and only you need to use a compass, an engineering compass like this. Simple. Take this compass like this, put it on your palm, hold it at the main door of your house. It will definitely show north. Once you know north, then you can identify where's the back door, south, east, west, and then you draw quadrants. You must use a compass to determine the direction. You cannot use sunrise. Many people have approached me using sunrise, and this is inaccurate because sun rises in the east. We all know that because the earth is tilted. Sun energies enters into the earth through the northeast. Remember, the sun moves towards the northern hemisphere in the first 6 months and balance 6 months towards the southern hemisphere. So it's inaccurate to use sunrise as an indicator to determine the direction of your house. You must use an engineering compass like this one. Yeah? Once you have determined the direction of your house, then you draw the quadrants of your house, north, south, east, west, and the subdirections of northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest. Once you know all these directions, then you need to know the placement of things in your house. Now, this is very, very important in Vasthu Sastra, what you must give priority. First of all, we give great importance to the main door. Where is it located? In the 8 compass directions of north, south, east, west, northeast, southeast, northwest, all the 7 directions are fine. The main door must never be located in the southwest. Southwest is an inauspicious location for the main door of your house. If you have a southwest facing house, I can assure you this, I've seen many around the world, that you'll definitely experience more expenditure than income. You'll have health problems, you won't have peace of mind, you'll be really working and slogging for your money. And equally, you'll be spending a lot of unwanted expenditure.
So be careful when you choose your house. Focus on the main door first. Alright, house numbers, any house number you can stay. In Vastu, the numbers do not play a role. You can stay in whether 8, number 3, number 5, number 9. It doesn't matter. Alright. Once you know determine the direction of your house spacing, also look at the entire plot of your land. Go for rectangle and square plots. These are the ideal shapes, I would say, in land contours. Be sensitive, go for square and rectangle. Okay. Once you have done that, you need to know about the surrounding. Ideally, a house must have roads on all 4 sides, alright, which is most cases is like that. 2 sides is fine, 3 sides is fine, even road on only 1 side also fine. But the roads that you need to avoid is the road that is protruding or converging into your plot. What I mean is T junction or Y junction. Y junction meaning 2 roads like this converging into your plot of house, or a T junction where the road comes in like that and hits into your plot or your house. In Vastu, we say there is almost no remedy for such houses. It's very, very inauspicious. People who are staying in such properties will experience total chaos, misery. I'm not trying to frighten you, but you want to know, you can find out from your friends, neighbors, colleagues and so on. This, what Vastu science says, the negative energy that flows on these particular roads hits into your plot of land or your house directly. I know some people have tried to change their door away from that direct facing road, but that does not solve the problem. Yeah. In such houses, the characteristics will be somebody in that house will be experiencing terminal illness like leukemia, cancer, tumor and so on, or an illness where doctors even cannot diagnose. Alright, the family will be disunited. The cases of divorce, separation comes from such properties. In short, there is no goodness, yeah? No goodness coming from such a property. Okay, now you know about T junction and Y junction. Now I give you the most important thing is, when you want to choose a house, what do you look for? It's not the prayer room. If you go into a house, what is important? Number 1, priority must be given to the master bedroom. Where a couple sleeps is number 1 priority in Vasthu Sastra. And where is that place is the southwest corner. Southwest corner is the master's corner. It cannot be compromised, it cannot be given away for anyone else. For children, for maid room, for guest room. You will regret. In the southwest corner, a couple should sleep. Like I said, that southwest corner should be raised maybe by 2 to 3 inches, the higher the floor, alright, the master bedroom. And in the southwest extreme corner, there shouldn't be any toilets and bathroom. If you want to have attached bathroom and toilets in the southwest corner, have it away from the corner of the southwest. It can be towards the northern area of the bedroom, but not in the extreme southwest corner. The extreme southwest corner, the ideal location for that place is your wealth box, your safe box. This is where you keep your jewelry, your money, and maybe your important documents. The correct place to keep. Once you have settled with the southwest of your house, next you move to the kitchen. Kitchen is very important in Vastu. Why? What we eat is what we are, which is related to our health. So kitchen must be located in the southeast. Okay, food cooked in the southeast tastes better, digests well, alright, and do not give health problems. Normally, for houses facing north, kitchen should be in the southeast. Okay, this is the correct place for kitchen. After kitchen, the next, the third priority I will give, you should look for, is the prayer room. The prayer room should be in the northeast. Northeast is regarded in Vastu as the divine corner, spiritual quadrant. Yeah, this is the area where God is present. This is a location where you should keep your altar on the west wall facing east. Pictures of deities should be placed on the west wall facing east. When you do your prayers, your back will face east, you face west. Now, this is important, yeah? This is the correct place for having a prayer room. You cannot place prayer room as you like facing east in any other locations. If you do so, your connection to divinity will reduce. You will not get highly connected. Northeast is also a good place for your meditation. And when you're meditating in the northeast, you should turn around, face east or northeast for your meditation. In the northeast bedroom, girls are disallowed to sleep. Boys are allowed, but the moment they get married, they get kicked out and say they must vacate the room. Simply because in the northeast bedroom, a couple must not have any conjugal relationship. It's very, very inauspicious. Okay, so keep the prayer room clean, free from weight. A good place for other than prayer room, other use is the study room, meditation. Okay, in the northwest, there's another location, very important for a children's bedroom. And if your house is facing south, your kitchen will be in the northwest, air corner. These are the two locations for kitchen, northwest and southeast. This is the correct place for cooking. Then come other amenities in your house, like a dining room can be in the west. Study room, second choice, can be in the east. Music room, computer room, living room in the north, attic, and always the center of your house should be empty, open to sky. You can have an air well also, is fine. Yeah. If you can follow, this is what I call the master plan in Vasthu Sastra. If you can follow this more than 50%, I can assure you that you can live in complete bliss, happiness, and peace of mind. And of course, prosperity flows in automatically. And also, if you're looking for a house, if you're renovating, try to avoid bay windows, try to avoid balconies in the western and southern areas of your house. There shouldn't be any openings. If you really like balconies and openings, it should be in the eastern and northern. Yeah? Don't be creative about a house. Just make it simple, squarish. If you want to have any kind of cuts and extensions, be careful, because all cuts in the structure, build-up area will affect the flow of energy into your house. Also, coming to pillars, the number of pillars in your house should be even number. Go back and count how many pillars you have in your house. I'm talking of pillars meaning exposed pillars, not embedded to the wall. They are not considered pillars. If you have even number of pillars, it's fine. If you have odd number, add one more pillar. You can't remove the pillar, yeah? Add and make it even number. Toilets are disallowed in the corners of southwest and northeast. Southwest, wealth corner, northeast, spiritual corner. The commode, when I was talking about the toilet bowl, the commode should face north and east. It sounds very trivial, but be sensitive. If the commode is facing other direction, it can give you health problems, okay? The staircase to your house should turn clockwise. Important, turning clockwise, this way and clockwise. What is more important about a staircase is the number of steps in a staircase. The number of steps in a staircase should be odd. Why? When you place your first foot on the step, it indicates profit. The next foot is loss. Profit, loss, profit, loss, profit, loss. It should land on the top floor, which should indicate profit. If you have an even number of steps, what you need to do is add one more miniature step at the beginning, yeah, or at the transit area of your steps or your staircase. Yeah? That will resolve the problem. Okay, avoid spiral staircase, not encouraged. Main door is very important. It should be the biggest door in your house. Another important thing about the main door, it should open right, meaning when you are outside your house, you're entering your house, you should open towards the right. This is the proper. And on the main door, it should be clean. It should not have any dirt, sludge, scratch, dent, damage, anything that takes place disfigured. Your main door is inauspicious. Replace it, repair it. Yeah. And the main door and the back door should be in one line. Energy, good energy, subtle energy flows to the main door. Negative energy flows out to the back door. Both should be aligned in one straight line. Yeah, it should not be away. If you want to have windows, have a lot of windows in the eastern and northern area of your house. western and southern area, few windows. You can have windows to have light, but do not open them all the time, because you allow the subtle energy that need to be stored in this region of the western and southern to escape. So avoid balconies in this area. Master bedroom, another important point, do not have television in the master bedroom. It's not good. Alright, disunites the family. Do not have mirror facing the bed. You'll have a third party present when you wake up. You may get frightened. Avoid that too. In the master bedroom, make sure you paint the wall, or maybe you want to put up some nice colorful paintings or even wallpapers. Go for the tinge of pink, maroon. These colors indicate romance, relationship and relaxation. Very important in the master bedroom. Again, in the master bedroom, I give a lot of stress in the master bedroom because it focuses on the breadwinner. Alright, the men should sleep on the right and the women on the left. Why? The men energy lines are on the right, women are on your left. So when tonight, ladies in particular, make sure your husband sleeps first, you sleep on his left. That's the way you should sleep. And you're sleeping, make sure you face towards the east or west or north facing. These are the correct directions. To avoid sleeping under a beam. That will cause you stress. Sometimes beams like this, exposed beams, are not good at all. Couples should avoid sleeping in the southeast. Southeast is the fire corner. Couples sleeping in the southeast are in danger. Constant quarrel, constant disagreement, angry, disturbed mood, all this takes place if a couple sleeps in the southeast. Avoid this place totally. Best place for southeast is the guest room or even children's bedroom in the south. Sleep is important. I know you like to know the directions that one should sleep. The best location when you sleep in the southwest, head towards the east or west, or head towards the south, leg towards the north. These are the most recommended direction that one should sleep to enjoy peaceful, soundless, a peaceful and a blissful sleep, I would say. And also, you do not wake up disturbed, you don't have nightmares, bad dreams, or you do not wake up feeling fatigued. People who sleep with the head north and leg south are people who generally have nightmares, waking up very drained, their body is drained out, because basically you're sleeping towards the magnetic grid of the earth of north and south. So avoid sleeping in such locations. Besides all these points, I think I've covered quite an area of interior. Let's look at the dining table. The dining table is important in your house. It should be square and rectangle. Avoid round table. Let me explain that. In a round table, the flow of energy is rapid. In a square, it's static. So if a couple or the family sits and eat in a rectangle table, the family is united, you have a decent meal, and you can have a decent conversation. But in the round table, since the flow of energy is so rapid, what happens is the couple or the family find themselves rushing to the meal, not having a decent conversation, and then leaving. This is not good. So avoid round tables. Meditation is also important. I've explained that it should be in the northeast of your house, the best room for meditations. Study room also in the northeast. Living room, what is important in the living room? Make sure you have decorations that are very pleasant. Decorations that depict peace, very serene, tranquility, calmness. Avoid images of war, poverty. Some people like farmers, image of farmers, image of tension, gunboats, warships, fighter aircrafts, knives, blowpipes, guns. All these do not emit good energy. Do not bring cheer to the family. So avoid them. Have pleasant pictures. I highly recommend that a family picture should be placed on the wall of the house. It's important a huge full family, happy occasions of the family, birthday parties, wedding anniversaries, anything that is cheerful to bring life to the house. Okay, pictures of children, husband and wife should be placed on the wall. Okay. Besides that, what colors should be on the wall? Go for all pastel colors, soft colors. I highly recommend light green in the living area, because most of us come back home very stressful after a hard day's work. In the home is where we relax. Avoid dark yellow. Yeah, they actually are not good. They cause tension, further stress to your life. The two colors that you should avoid totally on the floor are blue and grey on the floor. Okay, those who have blue and grey carpets or cement or tiles, avoid them totally, because if you work on this particular colors, blue and grey, you find yourself slogging for your money, working very hard in your daily lives. Yeah, avoid the two colors. And in your garden, exterior of your house, avoid thorny plants, plants that ooze sap. Yeah, also should avoid. They are all inauspicious plants. Inauspicious, they do not bring any goodness to you. Also, the very popular plant, I believe most of you have, is the creepers, which you call the money plant. I'm only referring to one, but any type of creepers should be avoided from your house compound or inside your house. They do not bring any goodness to you. The subtle energy that flows into your house is absorbed by this particular creeper. Alright, and it's not good because it retards the growth of the breadwinner. A highly recommended plant in your house is the Tulsi plant. Yeah, Tulsi, or call it the basil plant. Have it on the main doorway. It's a shrub. You can have it in a pot and even in the back doorway. Very auspicious plant. It's the only plant I call, it's like a scanner. It can remove negative energy coming to your house. Also avoid curry leaf plants. Yeah, curry leaf plants should not be in the compound of your house. I know you can't avoid it because you cook using curry leaves. What you need to do is take that curry leaf plant, put it in a pot, keep it outside your fence, which is no more your property. Okay, and you can still pluck the leaves and use it for cooking. In Vasthu Sastra, besides all this, avoid rearing of fish. Yeah, what pets you like to have. Dogs are allowed, but avoid rearing of fish in an aquarium or even in a pond. Rabbits, hamster, birds, any living thing should not be caged. So avoid them totally. It's very sinful to cage all these kind of living things. Yeah. And well, I've covered the pets. Let's look at some of the very auspicious tools. Some of you have asked me, how can I enhance? It's very important that you need to understand about Vastu is first, get the orientation of your house right first. Once you have got the orientation of your house, then you use enhancers to further attract more energy into your house. What are the enhancers? Here I have the swastika. Right? This is a swastika, a very powerful symbol from ancient times. Yeah, it's not a Hitler symbol. Even in Buddhism, this symbol is found. This particular symbol is made of a brass, or this one is gold plated. It should be placed on the main door of your house, facing outward at eye level. This symbol is very auspicious to provide the dwellers with body, mind and spirit balance, and is a very powerful symbol that can remove all casting of eyes. It is very auspicious. And besides the swastika, also there's another very powerful symbol which is called the Sri Chakra symbol. Again, a very auspicious symbol. This is the only yantra, the mystical diagram, which does not require any mantras. I know there are hundreds of yantras, but this is the only one that doesn't require mantras. So this is simple. You should place it like this and keep it in your altar, facing upward. It should not be hung, it should not be displayed that way. You just have to place it like this. You can keep it in your altar or even in your work area, in your house or even in your office. It's a very powerful symbol here, and it removes all kind of unseen entities in your property. Besides that, you can also use pyramids. Pyramids are very, very powerful symbols. This is a miniature symbol I'm showing you of a pyramid. Again, it can be displayed at your desktop, worktop. It can be used for many, many uses. You see, pyramid in particular is four-sided. These four sides actually attract tremendous positive energy flowing into your property. All right. So these four-sided, these sides should face north and south and east and west. Besides placing them on your desktop, in your worktop, you can also use it for healing. How? You can place it on your head if you're having migraine, headache, stress for about 20 minutes or 30 minutes or even 45 minutes depending on how long you will use it. You can do that. If you're having stress, you can place it on your chest, you can place it on your back, you can place it on your joints, elbow ache, knee ache on your knee, shoulder ache on your shoulder. Many, many uses using pyramid. It's very powerful. And those who got some wishes and you like your fulfill your wishes to come true, take a pyramid, take a piece of white paper, take a red ink and write it in red, your wish, one wish, and leave it under this pyramid and keep it close. Do not allow others to touch it. And every day make a wish, holding like this, and your wish is supposed to come true within 48 days. These are some uses of a pyramid, and there are many, many uses. As I go along, I'll let you know. Talking about pyramids, there is currently a very popular pyramid that many people have been asking me about, which I'd like to share with you, which is called Pyra Vastu. We're using pyramids, where pyramids powers has been found from ancient times to be very powerful. With me right now is that there are 4 types of pyramid cards here. We call it the Pyra cards. Here is a green one, which is for money and finance. This one is a yellow color, which is energy and vitality, business and career, and of course the red one is for luck and fortune. How do you use it? I know many people have asked me about it. This is very interesting, very powerful. It is embedded with 9 copper pyramids like this in a credit card size. What you need to do is get one of it, turn it at the back like this one, remove the plastic sheet. You need to glue your photograph. There is a gold disc here, and of course you need to sign your name. And when you've done that, you replace this plastic back to the card, at the back of the card, to protect it from being smeared. And then you place this card on your left hand like this, place your right palm on it, and then you make a wish every day in the morning. Well, like this one is on luck and fortune. I can make a wish that tonight or today I'm going out for my business, whatever job you're doing, that you hope that your luck and fortune will work well with you. When you've done that, place it in your top pocket like this. For women, you can place it in your handbags. And after that, when you come back home, you can place it in your altar, keep it in your altar. Or you can keep it in a safe place. Do not allow anyone to touch with it or play with it like a toy. They are very, very powerful products. These 9 miniature pyramids attract subtle, powerful, subtle energy, and you can feel a lot of goodness within you. Not only that, you find a lot of changes taking place in your life after using it for several weeks or days. There are many people have used this and have found tremendous or profound changes in their lives. These are Pyra cards. As to how to use it, I'll give you an example. You need to use a red pen and you need to sign at the back of it like this. Remove the plastic, take a photograph of you, place it here, glue it to make sure it sticks on, and then use a red pen and sign on top of the line. It can touch the gold disc, doesn't matter. And then using only a red pen to sign it is very auspicious. And then place the plastic back, and then you get yourself correctly embedded here. Like I said, these symbols of the pyramid in the 8
9 pyramids here are very powerful to attract positive energy into yourself. That's on the Pyra cards. I'm going to share with you an ancient secret. I hope you follow me closely. It's on the salt therapy. For those who are viewing this, if you want to follow it strictly. Don't laugh at it, yeah, but listen to me carefully how you do this salt therapy. A very, very powerful ancient secret that has been uncovered and now I'm sharing with everyone. You need to buy salt for 27 weeks on a Friday. Yeah, this therapy is basically focused on those people who are having high expenditure, heavy debts, and trying to ease their debts but cannot. And if you follow this ritual, salt therapy or ritual, you can see that your financial burden will ease or reduce. It's very easy to follow. It doesn't cost you huge amount of money. What you need to do is every Friday, you need to buy salt. When you buy salt like this, you need to buy a packet of salt. You only can buy it on a Friday. You can't buy it on Thursday. You can't buy it in a bulk. You need to buy one packet. If you can get a smaller packet like this, is fine. Once you buy it, best is buy it in the morning or any time during daylight, not at night on a Friday. Buy it and you cut it like this and you add it to your existing pot of salt. I'm sure every one of you got a pot of salt. Whether it's small, whether it's big, doesn't matter. But get a nice salt jar like this one and pour the entire salt, empty it into this pot of jar of salt and keep it in your kitchen. That's where you keep it. And daily you need to use the salt for your cooking. And you got to do this for every Friday for 27 weeks for it to work. After the 3rd week, 4th week and 5th week, you can already see the effects of salt therapy taking place, giving you goodness in terms of your financial challenges. You need not place it on the altar to pray. It's got nothing to do with religious ritual, but it's a therapy basically using salt. Salt is a very, very powerful product from ancient times. I know your complaint would be if my salt jar is small, it gets filled up and it spill over. If that's the case, get another similar pot like this, take the extra. What you can do with the salt, besides cooking, you can also take a handful of salt, put it in the 4 corners of your house, 4 corners of your bedroom, just on the floor. Just take this, put it. Use the salt for the 4 corners. Besides that, you can use it also, take a handful of salt, put it in warm water, soak your legs with warm water. That also helps to have you or give you a good sleep in the night. Besides that, also take the salt. You can have salt bath. You can take some salt, put it in your vase of flowers. The flower will stay fresh for a long time. There are many, many uses about salt. So strictly do not break the 27 cycles when you're doing so. If you break the cycle, you restart all over again. What happens after 27 weeks, you decide. I highly recommend continue and continue, do not stop, because you can see the effects. Many people have used it and have seen tremendous changes in their lives. Once you have put it, covered it, and keep it and use it, it's not supposed to be stopped. Alright? Many people have asked me about Vasthu advice and have asked me how to make money, how to become wealthy, how to become prosperous. Well, number one is, of course, you need to follow Vasthu first. Using other enhancers like pyramid is a very powerful enhancer. But now I'm going to show you how to make a pyramid out of your 1 ringgit. This is called the money multiplier. What you need to do is get a fresh or new note of 1 ringgit. Make sure if you're from different countries, you can use the smallest denomination in the currency of a form of a note. You need to get a new note, not a used one. Alright, once you get a new note, all you need to do is turn it around, get the dimension of the center dimension, and then you fold it into a pyramid shape on the right and left, making it like this, the edges folded like this. seal the edges, you get a pyramid shape. Once you've done this, you need to laminate like this one. It's laminated, fastened very well, and you need to keep it in your wallet or in your purse. But before that, every morning you need to place it on your left palm and with your right hand on top of it, and you need to make an affirmation. And the affirmation is simple, that in all ways I become richer and richer. Yeah, this is important. The affirmation is important. You got to do 15 times every day, and you keep it in your wallet. And you will see changes taking place in your life, in terms of your wealth, your earnings, or in your business, where your money will multiply. This is a money multiplier using a pyramid-shaped 1 ringgit. I hope you enjoy this program of mine, which is the first of many series which I hope to produce for the well-being focus of mankind and also for world peace. Thank you.